Hey guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday, August 19th, and we're here for Game Changer.
GameCon.
That's right. In Europe this week, we had Gamescom, which is the German big expo, and if you want to ask who I think won...
Who won, RJ?
Gonna be Microsoft, taking it home. Now, we'll go over both Sony's and Microsoft's announcement, but the biggest thing that Microsoft, in my personal opinion, announced is that the Halo 5 open multiplayer beta will begin January 2015.
Yay!
Now, to get yourself into that, you're going to have to buy a copy of the Master Chief Collection, which comes out in November, which is...
And really, who's not going to buy that?
I'm going to buy it. You've got the collections of 1, 2, 3, and 4, all on one disc, plus you've got the series that they made on that same disc. Plus, they've got a partnership with Twitch that's going to be adding in time trials, speed runs,
awesome.
all sorts of stuff for the game,
like it.
and being able to stream it directly up to Twitch. It's pretty awesome, right? Well, on top of that, they announced the Halo channel. It's a whole area dedicated to all the Halo games. If you ever played Halo previously, you know that they had the Waypoint app, which tallied up all these supposed achievements across the 3 games, gave you levels based on it, and also unlocked stuff in the next couple games. I assume this is Waypoint 2.0.
Okay.
They're rebranding it as the actual Halo channel, but
cool.
It's going to have a lot of stuff extra on it, and it's going to be all Halo all the time, apparently.
Nice.
So...
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, another thing that I want to talk about is people on the internet are super butthurt.
Well, they love Lara Croft. We all do.
Everybody loves Lara Croft, and the last game was amazing. Now, Square Enix did complain that it didn't sell enough.
Right.
So, of course, since it didn't sell enough, people are freaked out because it's an Xbox exclusive for the holiday season of 2015.
All right, so come December or November, whenever they
When it releases, and I guarantee you it'll be a 90-day timed exclusive. It'll be released on PlayStation 4, and it'll be released on PC. Yes, because there's no way that that Square Enix would take enough money. And I mean, Microsoft's not got infinite money. I think that people do have that kind of a thing in their head.
They don't have
infinite money.
They do not.
And I don't think Square Enix would be like, fine, here's this amazing game that we made, and you guys have it only. Only you guys, period. Because the whole system exclusivity thing is going out the window.
So you really think just 90 days? You don't think it'll be longer than that?
I really don't. I don't think it'll be longer than 90 days. I think they'll give them 90 days. It'll be from the release probably to March 2016, I guess, and that's what it'll be.
All right.
Now, with that said, for those people who are hanging on, Sony sold and announced 10 million Xboxes. Is that correct, Steven?
10 million!
Now, Microsoft is a little behind on that. They've only sold around 6.8 million of the Xbox Ones, but that's about to change. A lot of people, such as yourself, are holding out for custom Xboxes.
We like our crazy. You know, I've said on the show a million times. I have the Gears of War 3 limited edition Xbox 360, and I think, even though I said originally I was going to hold off for Halo one, I think I found my Xbox.
The Call of Duty Xbox.
That's
It's going to have a 1 terabyte hard drive, come with the brand new Call of Duty, and it does not come with the controller.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. The controller is sold separately.
Well, I have to buy the
Controller will be sold separately.
Have you seen that controller?
It's a limited edition controller. Will be sold separately, but the box itself is an amazing. I don't really like gold accents, but for $4.99,
it's a rustic gold though. It's not all blingy.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks great. I think it's fantastic.
And it is not coming with a Kinect. Now, for those people out there who wanted the white Xbox, well, guess what? You can get it now too. Come October, you're going to see the $3.99 price, no Kinect, bundle with Sunset Overdrive, which is kind of a big deal because you're going to see a lot of people out there who are those people who take these things apart and paint them.
Yep.
So that white Xbox is going to release, and they're going to go crazy all over the internet. I guarantee Reddit will be all over the place.
Mods like a mofo.
Now, I do want to go ahead and say that both companies did seem very dedicated to speaking with and releasing a whole bunch of indie development games, which is cool, and I don't care. I'm sorry, that may sound really bad and mean. I don't play indie games. If it's not a AAA title, I don't care. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, you're missing out on some of the good games." I play occasional indie titles. It's got to be.
Some of them are good.
It's got to be like an award-winning game. Somebody's got to come tell me you have to play this game.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm like, I'm not wasting money on that. That's stupid.
But you'll spend $1.99 on Steam for an indie game. Won't
That is
you?
absolutely true. That is because that's where they're meant to be played at. They're not meant on consoles.
I know.
They're for PC. Another thing that Sony, I guess, they kind of had this announcement. So I don't know if you heard, Guillermo del Toro and Kojima, and Norman Reedus have all teamed up together to make a little game. It's not that big of a deal. It's called Silent Hills. The franchise is returning with one of the most two of the most influential directors ever. One of film and the other of game. And then Norman Reedus, which everybody loves Daryl Dixon. Come on.
I approve of this message.
And the way they released it, did you hear about how they released the teaser?
No, I missed this whole announcement.
So randomly in the middle of the night at GamesCon, this demo dropped.
Nice.
On this demo dropped on the PlayStation Network. It's just called PT. Nobody had ever heard of the game developer. Right. Nobody had ever heard of this game. Anything. There was a trailer attached for it,
right.
but no information was ever found elsewhere. And it takes you through this creepy, horrible, weird hallway thing. No one's figured out how they finished the game yet. Even the people who have beaten this trailer don't know how they beat the trailer. It seems to make no sense at all. There are weird things that happen if you have two people playing side by side.
Yeah.
Neither playthrough is exactly the same any time so far at all. I've been reading up all on this, and when it ends, it goes into this talk, and then it shows you the trailer for Silent Hill. Now they have said that the very last puzzle, which is kind of an Easter eggy thing, nobody solved it yet. So there's potentially more footage and more information to come about this show, and nobody's found it.
Get on that, people!
Nobody.
Get on it now,
I'm following it on Reddit, as we speak, and that's a crazy thing.
I actually had a little console news I forgot to mention.
Bring it on out.
Notes.
Put it on the table.
People hate that I keep talking about Defiance, but I had a small 2-second Defiance.
All right, what's up?
It had been free to play delayed for a long time on Xbox 360 and PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if 360's done yet, but they did announce last week with the 2.2 update, it's free to play on PlayStation now.
Ooh. So that means there's two big MMOs that are free to play on PlayStation. Yeah. I assume it's for PlayStation 3, not 4.
Yes.
So that would be Defiance, and if you're unfamiliar, the DC Universe game, which is actually one of my favorite MMOs, period. If I had more time, I'd love to get into it. Those are both apparently now free to play. Hopefully it'll come to Xbox.
Well, and it eventually is going to go to all of them, and it might be on Xbox by the time you watch this, because they're really working hard. This has been delayed since March, so they're having problems.
I'm not going to lie to you. I would absolutely 100% play that game again if it went free to play on Xbox 360.
Yeah.
So
hey.
So you got any other news for us?
I have one sort of sombering note, but kind of nice note as well. So for those of you who have been living in a cave with your hands over your eyes and your fingers in your ears, we lost
a jungle.
We lost a somebody needs to roll 5 or an 8.
Just saying.
Can we roll 5 or an 8?
So Robin Williams is a huge video gamer, and I don't know if a lot of people out there know that.
A lot of people don't.
He's a huge gamer. His daughter was named Zelda.
Yeah. I mean, come on. When you name your kid Zelda Williams, like there's
and yes, after the character.
Yeah, because
Princess Zelda.
So for that reason, there's actually a campaign petition right now to get a Robin Williams NPC into the Zelda universe. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know how well that'll go.
Never going to happen, people.
Nintendo tends not to do stuff like that.
You're not going to see the Japanese company. I don't. It would be a shock to my system if they did it. Yes, I think it would be cool, but I think that would be in the wrong kind of a place for that.
But where he's perfect was his favorite game ever, and Blizzard is. Whether the petition helped or not, Blizzard is going to do it because they love Robin Williams. There will be an NPC in one of the upcoming updates for World of Warcraft, and it will be named after him. The name has yet to be determined because it won't be Robin Williams.
No, it'll be
something like Goblin Villains.
I assume it'll be there'll be a thing there, or it might be the character, one of his main character names or something like that.
Be one of his character names he played. In fact, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Absolutely not. Scrap Adams.
Right.
That would be
Yeah. See, and that's the kind of thing you'll expect out of WoW too. So. They'll do a good job with that.
He's the doctor who fights you and then patches you up afterwards.
Yeah. So that's very awesome. I don't know how long it's going to take them to do that because NPCs, people think, well, you can just throw it in the game, but really,
there's a huge amount of crazy. I would say that WoW is up there pop culture wise as far as references go with the best of them. If not being the best for stuff like that.
Absolutely,
because they nail it on every single level,
every single time. So they'll take their time, but rest assured, you will see a Robin Williams.
Absolutely, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So, unfortunately, I mean, other than Gamescom news and Sony making some pretty big announcements and Microsoft making some pretty big announcements, Microsoft did announce more games than Sony did this year. Although Sony did announce again that they sold 10 million PlayStations, and then they followed that up by saying, "Nana nana boo boo, stick your head in doo doo."
Yeah.
So
and they have to do that because this is how Sony operates, and I'm not mad at Sony. I'm saying this is how they operate, and this is how they have to operate. They need to hold on to this lead as long as they can.
Oh wait, I do have just one more thing.
I see what you did there.
So Sony did announce one huge thing, which I will get torn apart by the internet if I don't talk about it. they have released what is going to be called a plan to virtually share games.
Yeah, so
you heard about that?
I heard about this, and I'm a little bit like, what?
It's cool and all that, but they're doing the virtual couch, essentially. Yeah. If a friend wants to play a game, and here's what I don't like about it. I'm going to talk about what I like about it, what I don't like about it. What I don't like about it, if I want to let you play a game, you have full control over my PlayStation.
No, thank you.
And that's the thing. I can't play.
No.
I can't play while you're playing it.
No.
Now, on top of that...
No. Absolutely not.
On top of that, here's the thing. Well, you don't have full control over the PlayStation. It's really you can play the game, but it has to be on, and I can't play it. And they're streaming the stuff across. So let's say I have a friend who's in the UK, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a thing called bandwidth and ping and lag. So how well is that going to work if I let my friend in the UK play the game?
Is his name Laggy McLaggerstein?
It might be, because I don't think that's going to go over well.
Wow, this is stupid.
Now, one thing I do like about it, if I'm having a hard time in a game, I can hit you up on Messenger, and I can let you take over my controls, and you can beat the area for me. Or you can watch and pipe in and give me some advice on it.
I can do that with Twitch, though.
Exactly, that's really.
Not the control part, but the hey, you should go check this thing.
It's neat and it's not neat at the same time. I still think Steam's doing a better job of it.
Well, that was what I was about to say. Steam is definitely the way to go.
And had people not complained about all the DRM that Microsoft was wanting to implement, we would already have this feature on Xbox. It would already be there. Yes. Oh, and one more thing. Microsoft is allowing everybody to turn their Xbox One into a media center again.
Yeah.
And they're allowing the format, I don't know if you heard about this format, it's kind of big on the internet, MKV as playable on the Xbox One. Now, that might not sound like a big deal.
That's what I render these in.
Yeah, well, guess what the MKV is mostly used for? Pirated television shows and movies. That's really the truth. So Microsoft is once again doing the go-ahead to watch whatever you want to on your Xbox One. Which they did that with the Xbox 360. It didn't support MKV, and this is the first console to... Actually, I think this is the first Microsoft moving forward to play MKV. I'm not surprised
a little bit that they did that, because MKV is natively supported in Windows 8 now.
It is, yeah. So. Well, it's one of the biggest files, or one of the biggest file formats, because it's compressed, it's beautiful, it doesn't take up a lot of room. So I think Sony and Microsoft are still going head-to-head with these things. I get it. You've got sales numbers, but what's going to happen when all the people who are going to buy PlayStation 4s have bought PlayStation 4s, and you still have people out there buying Xbox Ones?
And which is what happened last time.
That's exactly what happened last time.
It's going to happen again.
And I think it's going to happen again. And really, if you look at the game lineups of what we've got coming, Microsoft is about to stomp a mud hole in Sony as far as game releases go. Now, I know that they're hurting, and they're probably... they posted a $400 million loss on the Xbox One. Yeah. But at the same time, it's a long-term strategy here.
It is. So. It always has been. I mean, the Xbox 360 didn't make money for a long
time. No. It was neither did the original Xbox.
Yeah.
So
selling them for half of what they were paying to make them.
They're creating the brand, and they're also making the brand a lot less dude bro, which I really appreciate, because as I get older, and as I stop having the urge to get drunk and yell at children on Xbox Live at 2 a.m., that's important to me as a brand. So, that's all I got for Game Changer this week.
Sounds like a good week, though.
Well, tomorrow we do have a little bit of a surprise for you. Do you want to go over it?
We have an excellent surprise. So tomorrow, we're talking Whedon Universe.
Yeah, we're going to have the director of the Whedon track. And do you have her name? I believe you do.
Yes, I do have her name. Her name is Mary.
All right.
And I don't want to.
Yeah, no, they're not doing last names, and we'll talk about that.
We're talking to Mary tomorrow.
I believe she's the director of the Whedon track at DragonCon.
At DragonCon, because we mentioned we're going to DragonCon.
Well, we're kind of going to DragonCon. We're kind of taking a week off next week, and we're going to DragonCon.
So we're going to be talking to her tomorrow. That's our Wild Card Wednesday.
It is. That's a Wild Card Wednesday. We're doing the interview. We're going to talk all about what's going on. Pull up that third email for me real quick, and we can go over.
Oh, well, we're going to be talking about...
Yeah, we'll give you guys a little bit of heads up on what we're talking. Yeah, a little tease. Just the tip. Just the tip.
So we got a costume contest that we're going to be talking about.
They're doing the sing-along blog, of course.
The Dr. Horrible sing-along. There's a Buffy, the Buffy Horror Picture Show. I like that?
I do like that.
Buffy Horror Picture Show.
Now, we want to talk about, they're going to have two very special guests that are interesting to me, at least.
Well, which ones are interesting to you specifically?
Amy Acker is going to be there, who's been a huge... She's been in so much of Whedon stuff.
Yeah. Well, she's in. For those of you who didn't maybe for some reason watch anything that Joss Whedon did,
she was the lead in Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, she's also in Person of Interest.
Absolutely.
She is Root in that show. If you watch The Dollhouse, she was the doctor / Whiskey because she was also a doll.
She played Fred and Angel.
She played Fred and Angel. She's amazing. She's an awesome.
And you're
actress.
kind of excited about somebody. I heard you're excited.
I'm a little excited. Well, two people. So Ron Glass is going to be in the show.
Yeah.
Preacher.
That's the Shepherd, yeah.
Shepherd
if you guys
from
don't know.
Firefly.
From Firefly.
But I'm really excited about somebody else because Jane Cobb's coming to DragonCon.
Breaking out the big guns.
Adam Baldwin. That was announced last week.
You guys are going to see so many Jane hats this year. Like, way more Jane hats than you would normally see.
More Jane hats.
Because, you know, he's going to be there.
I'm going to wear my Stitch Jane shirt when I go.
All right. Well, you should do that. Anyways, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back. Don't forget to like us on Facebook.
And subscribe to us on YouTube and give us a call at 480-STUPID-9.
We'll see you tomorrow.